Now let's turn our attention outside to a live look this afternoon. The sun is out, the sky is clear, and with that comes some higher fire danger. Some areas are even seeing red flag warnings today.
Corey Repnigan's joining us this evening with the weather. And Corey, it really does just almost feel like summer out there. It was beautiful just to sit outside.
Yeah, it's an amazing day, but the air is super dry, down to 8% humidity in some spots and the gusty winds, so fire weather. We'll have the same thing tomorrow. And then when you look at the satellite and radar picture across the country here, you can see that our Tuesday storm system just made landfall here in Northern California, and it does look like it's going to deliver some precipitation to the state of Colorado. Much needed. Right now, we don't have anything showing up on radar except a couple of flurries up over some of the higher San Juans, and the temperatures are still really nice here across the Denver metro area. 76 degrees right here at the 9 News Studios in South Downtown Mile High City. And here's the temperatures for tomorrow. We'll be back into the 70s, maybe a couple of degrees cooler. And the wind will be probably a little bit more noticeable to you as the gusts will be a little stronger and a little bit more frequent. Here's the next 3 days. So we'll deal with that fire weather once again tomorrow with that wind, and then we'll watch for a chance for some isolated to maybe even scattered rain showers across the Denver metro area and the rest of the Front Range. Coming up on Tuesday with the temperatures just a little bit on the cool side, another mild day, and we do have another storm system to watch, and it looks like it may have some snow in it here for Denver. That's coming in on Friday, and I'll explain that in just a few minutes.
All right, Corey, thank you. The union representing meatpacking workers at JBS in Greeley says they have come to an agreement to ratify a new contract.
So this all comes after a 3-week strike where thousands of workers walked off the job in Greeley, basically shutting the factory down. Who got a better end of this deal now following the strike depends on who you ask. The union says the new contract will give workers new wage increases that are 33% higher than JBS's offer before the strike. They also say the agreement will prevent JBS from charging employees for personal protective equipment. That was one of the main sticking points that actually led to this strike at the beginning. JBS, on the other hand, says the strike ended without any major changes to the company's offer, and the final agreement remains similar to what JBS presented the union months ago. JBS says the union reallocated pension contributions to wage increases, foregoing pension benefits. JBS is, of course, one of the largest food producers in the world, and their plant in Greeley is one of the largest in North America. Well, Colorado is facing a $1 billion budget deficit, and lawmakers are preparing to make some painful cuts.
As the budget works its way through the state capitol, there's another bill moving forward, too. This one would defund a program to help future teachers. 9 News reporter Janelle Finch spoke to a high school senior now scrambling for some new plans to fund her college career.
Eagle Crest senior Kaylin Balderman knew she wanted to be a teacher since the 2nd grade. That's still her goal, but her path there may look different with the end of the teacher recruitment and education preparation program.
Senior year.
This is my graduation party announcement.
Comes with goodbyes.
That was from my senior night for volleyball.
Kaylin Balderman is preparing
to
let go.
That.
She's finding some goodbyes are harder than others.
This is just a really good program. If they could keep it around, it would be so beneficial.
Colorado lawmakers are moving forward with a bill that would discontinue the state's teacher recruitment, education, and preparation program. Kaylin was banking on TREP to get college credit at no cost for up to 2 years after graduation.
Would have been a leg up to keep me in Colorado to continue education here.
Bipartisan bill sponsors argue the program serves a small number of students and costs too much.
High schools are being paid at a rate of around $10,000 per student per year, which is greater than the amount that a student would cost if they were enrolled in a community college taking these same classes.
Kaylin says she learned in March TREP might not be an option after she already applied.
And then we graduate obviously in May. So it was last minute, which is really disappointing, but yeah.
The timing puts added pressure on how she'll finance her future.
We are still probably looking at Metro, trying to find more scholarships, but I'm hoping that there can be a change and we can continue this program because I do think it's really beneficial.
She hopes legislators find a way to keep the program around for even just 1 year so students like her don't have to say goodbye just yet.
They are dedicated to being teachers in Colorado, which is really important.
The bill is passed through the House and is moving on to the Senate. Broomfield State Representative Lori Goldstein, who's a Democrat, tried to get fellow House reps to extend the program 1 more year. That failed. Now she's hoping to convince senators instead. Janelle Finch, 9 News.
All right, I know, very disappointing for those students though. Janelle, thank you. Well, there's been a lot of backlash over a data center that's under construction right now in North Denver. And tomorrow, Denver City Council will talk about that.
They're expected to introduce a bill to put a pause on processing any permit applications related to those energy hubs. The city says the moratorium has already been in place informally for about a month, but this would make it official. The mayor announced it a couple weeks ago. The proposed one-year moratorium would give the city time to develop regulations around developing data centers. Right now, they have no real guidance in place. If the bill is ordered to be published, a public hearing will be held on May 18th.
The Denver Medical Examiner says 58-year-old Joseph Martinez was the man shot and killed by police last Tuesday in Denver. This happened on South Quitman Street in the Westwood neighborhood. DPD says it all started with a report of a man with a gun, and police say Martinez hid in the alley, refused to drop his weapon. Officers say he pointed his gun at them several times before they shot and killed him. They say Martinez did not fire his gun. He was taken to the hospital where he later died. No officers were injured in the shooting. It is now under investigation.
New video shows the moment a car drove into a home in Aurora, injuring a person inside. Colorado Puppy Rescue posted this video on Facebook, saying this happened to a family that fosters dogs for them. You can see a car just running straight into the building. Crash happened on Friday, injuring a woman inside with the dog running out. Puppy Rescue says that she is seriously injured, and they've started a GoFundMe to help with medical care as well as rebuilding costs. So here's where this gets a little bit interesting. Aurora arrested a 13-year-old boy for the crash. He's being charged with hit and run resulting in serious bodily injury and careless driving.